Hey everybody, it's nice to have everybody back. Let me make this a little lower. Here we are, another week of madness in the United States of America. Well, you know what happened? I woke up Thursday and there was no unicorn in my backyard. There was no pot of gold on my front porch. Everything was the same. Nothing suddenly changed. Joe won, he was inaugurated, but somebody may need to tell him he doesn't have to destroy the world, the country, anything in 3 days. He's got 4 years to take care of that. Joe, I feel you're really rushing this, man. Slow it down. You don't gotta change everything all at once. I know it was very important to raise those insulin prices again and change the gender requirements so the females have to play against the gender identity females. I'm glad I have no daughters, man. For more reasons than one now. My God. Believe in the science, Joe. You know, we just hired a new transgender health official who took her mother out of a nursing home before she let the COVID patients back. So that must be a real gem there. And he hired some world-renowned geneticist to take care of some other division. But who knows about the science? I thought science tells me that you cannot change the Y into an X. I didn't think that was possible. I suppose the penis is really just another appendage. Like we used to have tails because it's all the same now. Believe in the science only when it suits you, Joe. Unbelievable. Now, Joe, listen. We know you have no plan now. You said it. There's nothing you can do that could stop the trajectory of the virus. So what are you giving it a mask mandate for? I mean, you don't follow the mandate anyway. Apparently, the press secretary of the United States said you don't got to wear the mask when you're celebrating and speaking. I'm going to start celebrating and speaking all the time. I'm going to be no mask angry back and loving every minute of it. Let me tell you. It really is crazy. I saw Kamala Harris and I thought she had this great mask, the face of the Joker. It was really her. She's the Joker, the big, hateful Joker smile. The cackle of Harris. It's a Joker cackle. You know, we keep going back to this COVID. And it seems now, like right after the election, it peaked. But this COVID is a genius. It is the smartest virus in the history of the United States, perhaps the world. This virus has effectively stopped the flu, heart disease, cancer, and it killed the economy. Smart. It knows that when you go to pay through a drive-in, if there's a piece of plastic there, it can't go through the plastic, it'll go underneath. Genius virus. Now, speaking of genius, we have the CDC who just published a report. They did a study that the mask wearing by the country, and more people are wearing masks now, that's the reason the flu is down to almost nothing. It's the mask. The same organization, the CDC, said that the lack of wearing masks is spreading the virus. Which one is it, CDC? It certainly can't be both. I don't leave the house saying, I'm going to protect myself from the flu. Let's wear it. There's no flu mask mandate. Something doesn't seem right here. Something doesn't seem right. Somebody got to call me. I will straighten this out. You know, understand with the new administration, everybody loves them. I guess it's okay to hurt the old people. You know, I don't know about the old and new administration, but we got rid of the old administration because people's feelings were hurt by a tweet. I don't know. I think we're starting to confuse personality with policy. So let's see if we can do better the next 4 years, guys. I know it's going to be rough because it's going to be nothing but fighting for 4 years, turning over all the other nonsense. And Trump, you know what? You could have made life a lot better for everybody by pardoning Joe Exotic. Why you leave the poor guy in jail, man? Let him out. You let out Kodak Black. Why couldn't you let out Joe Exotic? If you're racist, you're a very bad racist, man. I don't think anybody looks like a redneck white guy more than Joe Exotic. Really. And he's an entertaining story. Really, an entertaining story. Now, coming back closer to home, my wife was out the other day, and she comes home and she says to the squirrels, how things going? And one looked up at Mom and said, Dad got mad again. Don't take this kid on a crime, man. He will rat you out in a second. Squirrels are not known for tight lips. They tell everything. Everything. I need this squirrel to develop into something else because he's going to ruin everything that goes on here. Next thing he's going to be saying, Dad drank a bottle of whiskey, Mom, while you were gone. He's slurring his words. Couldn't say nothing. I guess Amazon heard me last week because Jeff Bezos sent a letter to the president saying Amazon can help with the distribution of the vaccine. I told you, she'd be angry Mac for governor. I can take care of all of this, all of it, because I have a bit of common sense and a little bit of anger. I admit that. You know what? That's a fault of mine. My brother got all my dad's good qualities. I got the anger and the lack of passiveness, I suppose. Oh, deep breath. Heard Caitlyn Jenner on an interview the other day, and she said that she would like to be remembered for the gold medals she won. Caitlyn didn't win any gold medals. That dead name, Brewstein. You can't have it both ways, Caitlyn. You want it erased or not? I looked in the history books. No Caitlyn Jenner. There's a Bruce Jenner. Maybe you know that guy. Related, possibly? I think he may have had the appendage. Now, New York Mets fired their GM for stupidity. Now, I'm not condoning the behavior. You can't send females pictures of your junk. Just not good. I would never send a female a picture of my junk. But that long-haired musical freak who calls himself my friend who just had a birthday, he's a good friend and a bad friend every time. Maybe I'd send him a picture just to irritate him. But never send a female. So the Me Too movement came back, and Ashley Judd came out. Ashley Judd came out. We know how I feel about Weinstein. Rape is not a hobby. But I don't feel bad for Ashley Judd. I don't feel bad. She's a worldwide celebrity. She made millions and millions of dollars. Do you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for the woman who had some morals and some inner fortitude to say, no, Weinstein, I'm not going to give you any sexual favors to advance my career. So I think Weinstein wanted the sexual favors. The girl wanted the career. Back in the day, we called that the barter system. Don't complain about it afterwards. Don't do it. That's a person with morals and fortitude. Stop crying. You made a decision. Live with it. Rape is still not right, Weinstein. You should go to jail and be there the rest of your life, brother. Speaking of the Me Too movement, I was just thinking the other day, 3 people who are famous for getting on their knees: Monica, Cap, and our Vice President, Kamala Harris. Nobody did it better. Highest office she can get except president. Good job, Kamala, you joker face. Now, I saw my aunt the other day. Haven't seen her since March. And she says, oh, angry. You look good. It looks like you're putting on some weight. You're getting fat. I said, chick, I'm not getting fat. I'm about the same. I weigh about the same. She goes, that's not what your face says. That's not what your face says. It's always nice to have that love for an aunt. She's about 90. She may be delusional also. But who knows? She may be on to something. I do drink a lot. Maybe eat a little bit too much. Who knows? Now, reading Dear Ann or Dear Abby or whatever it was, there's another one out there who says now that the story was that there was a live-in boyfriend who didn't like to go to family events, did not like to go to family events at all, and he always made excuses why he couldn't go. She wanted to know what she could do. I got an idea. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. He doesn't really want to be part of your life. He wants to be done. He's a jerk. She was trying to assuage this guy's feelings. Maybe he's got a disorder. The disorderous moron. Get rid of him. He doesn't want any part of your family. He doesn't want any part of you. Or maybe only one part he doesn't want to share with anybody else. I told you. It's keep it real, Mac. You don't want to get your advice from me because you may not like it. Unbelievable. Can somebody please tell me what multiracial whiteness is? Because apparently the other day there was an Asian gentleman who said something that somebody else didn't like, and they said it was his white privilege. But now it's a multiracial white privilege. So I'm starting to get confused now, which is very easy. Again, I'll refer to you my wife. Now, this one confused me. may not be a social studies buff, and I cannot predict what would have happened in 2016 if Hillary Clinton won the election. However, what I can be sure of is that Chuck Schumer wouldn't have got on the Senate floor and said that Hillary was responsible for an erection of anybody. You could ask Bill. Don't think it's going to happen. Hillary erection. I don't know. Chuck, what's on your mind, brother? What is on your mind? Now, listen. I want to tell you something. We live in a land of lunacy. Our politicians are only out for themselves. I don't care. Mitch McConnell got to go. Pelosi's got to go. All your old people who are done and been there forever got to go. And I'll tell you why. Everything they do is political. Everything. Suddenly, hydrochloroxycline or whatever you want to call it, fine, it's okay, it's legal. Good to take, in fact. These tests for the virus, they don't work. Don't work. The lockdowns are ending. And they all happened. All these things coincidentally happened after the election. So you go again. Tell me it's not political. Do I look like a moron? And don't ask my wife, because you'll get the wrong answer. Listen, we can only control what we do. And I love you. I want to say happy birthday to Lady Cornelis and my long-haired friend, who's a good friend and a bad friend at the same time. And he knows who I'm talking about. Happy birthday, man. Love you all. Find somebody you love. Give them a hug. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And the best thing that came out of the inauguration was Bernie Sanders, baby. Hey, I love you. Cheers.